Hello crafters! In this video you will learn how to make your very own armor ring using 18 gauge wire. Some of the things you will need: a tape measure, a ring mandrel, seed beads 6/0, flat nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, and your 18 gauge wire. To begin, cut 3 strands of wire 16 inches each and put them all together. We're going to start at one end. Make sure they're as straight as possible. We're going to take wires 1 and 2 and separate it from the third wire. We'll wrap the third wire around 1 and 2 about 2 times. Make sure the coils are nice and snug, and we'll end the wrap on top of the other 2 wires. We'll take our wire cutters and snip off the excess. Then we'll take our flat nose pliers and bend the excess down on top of the other 2. Close up the coils as much as possible. And now we are ready to separate and begin our braid. We will take the middle wire, cross over the left wire, take the middle wire again, cross over the right wire. While you're doing this, it may seem like braiding hair, but wires are stiffer, so we'll have to straighten and flatten as we do each braid. Take the middle wire over the left wire. Now it's time to add a bead to the middle wire. So make sure that bead is nice and taut at the top. Kind of hold it in place as you bring the middle wire over the right. When we bring the middle wire over the left, that's going to secure that bead in place. And so we continue our braid. Take the middle wire over the right. Straighten our wires as we go along. Take the middle wire over the left. Middle wire over the right. Middle wire over the left. Now it's time to add a bead to the middle wire. After you add your bead, you will continue middle wire over the right, middle wire over the left, and continue until you've added about 15 beads, and it should look like this. We leave the end undone for now. but we're going to work with our starting point. Separate those 2 wires, and we're going to curl the wires inward so that they make a heart shape or a Sankofa shape. Use the very end of your round nose pliers to do this. And if you come up with another shape you want to use at the end, that's I'm sure that'll work just fine. So now we are ready to start wrapping this around the mandrel at whatever size ring we want to make. I'm going to choose size 9 just for the point of demonstrating something else in this video. Size 9 may or may not work. Just slowly wrap and form your braid around the mandrel. See, I ran out of braid. If I did want this ring to be a size 9, I would continue braiding some more toward the end so that the braid ends up on top, but instead I'm going to move it down to a size 8 so that my braid ends on top of the ring mandrel. That's where you want your braid to end. So make sure the first 2 loops are at least around the size 8. So now remove the ring off the mandrel and let's finish this end. Straighten 2 wires and wrap the 3rd wire around 2 of the wires. On the end, it's hard to tell which one is number 1, 2, and 3. So just take any 2 and straighten them out, and the one that's left, make your 2 coils around the end of around those 2 wires at the end of the braid. Then we're going to take our wire cutters, snip off the excess, and the little tip that's left, we're going to take our flat nose pliers and squeeze it down on top of those 2 wires just like we did at the beginning of the ring. Squeeze the coils close, as close as possible. Take our wire cutters again, and what we're going to leave about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. We're going to separate those 2 wires, and we're going to curl the 2 ends inward just like we did at the beginning of the ring. You can make the heart shape again here, or the Sankofa shape, just by curling each end inward using the very tip of your round nose pliers. Straighten it up. Now let's put the ring back on the ring mandrel at the large end. Go up to our size 8. Take the end of it and wrap it on around. We don't want our loops too far apart or too close together. Just try to wrap it as long as you think your finger will be. Let's remove the ring off the mandrel and try it on. And the end, just press it down against your finger on the end, and your ring should fit. Very flexible armor ring. Thanks for watching.